Good evening and good tidings. I'm Arazi Habin Ruach, and you're watching Energy Being TV. Today we're going to talk about actuality versus reality. First and foremost, what is reality? How do you become more in tune with reality? And what does it mean when someone says, I'm more realistic than the next person? And what truth does it have when you say that you live inside of reality? Well, let's first talk about how we access what we call reality. We grow throughout our lives. We learn things, we're taught things, we experience things. And over time, as time progresses, we use what we've learned and taken in and experienced to articulate what we call the reality we understand. When we think about this and we calculate it out, we understand that our reality is what we perceive. If you were someone who didn't experience sound because you were deaf, or you didn't experience sight because you were blind, then those facets wouldn't be incorporated into your reality. So by analyzing these type of elements, we understand that our reality is majorly, if not almost fully, comprised off of our interpretation of our perception. One thing we know about people is that we're all different and we all perceive things differently. We perceive situations differently. We perceive people differently. So what that means is at the end of the day, we all have a different perception. Therefore, we all share in our own individualized reality. So when we think about that, we realize that no two people are living in 100% of the same identical reality, because we're all going off of our own perceptions. Even two twins who look identical in the physical and perception, it's a totally different situation. They don't see things the same way, feel the same way, or experience things identically the same way. Now, this perception of reality that we all individually have, it's being inverted from some source. This source is the true reality. The true reality can be depicted in symbolic form as a circle. That's just, now of course it's not actually circularized, but the circular shape usually denotes completeness. So we'll use that just as a symbol. So we take this circularized reality, and then if you can imagine branches off of that circularized reality. Each branch represents one of the 6 to 7 billion people inhabiting this planet. They're all perceptions off of the true reality. In the true reality, many things are occurring in the physical realm. When we perceive reality with our eyes, there are many things that we don't see. There are light forms and radiation at many wavelengths that we aren't even aware of in the physical vessel. There are X-rays, there are ultraviolet rays. None of this is visible, and we don't perceive it. But that doesn't mean it's not there. It's there, it exists in the true reality. Just to get that clear. Now secondly, let's talk about gravity. You understand the gravitational force, according to how Einstein laid it out in the rules of relativity. Then you know when you get closer to a more massive object, time can be distorted. It can slow down significantly. So what does that mean when we apply something to it such as God? Obviously, from each varying location, we have one massive object here, a less massive object over here. Time is being dilated in different formats depending on the different locations. But we both know that God is limitless, boundless. So there's no way he could be affected by these limitations. So what does that mean? That means that God obviously must have some sort of a divine vantage point, or he's outside of time, dilation. He's outside of the restrictions of our senses and sensory observation. So that divine vantage point is what I would call actuality, or all can be seen at once. That is what I call the true and divine vantage point, of which no one, unless the divine allows, can view the universe in totality. In summary, that is my expression of reality, the true reality, and actuality. Knowledge expands consciousness. May the seeds flourish. Once again, I'm Arazi Habin Ruach. This is Energy Being TV, and we just discussed the nature of reality, true reality, and actuality. Peace be with you.